Hey guys, so today I wanted to actually make a video talking about twin flames. It's not a video that I think I've made in the past before on this channel. I'm pretty positive I haven't. Maybe I have touched briefly on it or mentioned it in one of my videos, but I don't think I actually made a video talking about twin flames. And I have gotten this a lot with the job that I do with tarot readings. I work for a company in the US and I do readings for people, and I've been practicing readings and spirituality and educating myself since I was like 12 years old. And there was one point in my life where I was like, all day I'd be watching spiritual related videos that would teach me things, and then of course my own experiences. These people read those books or learned from these higher ups, and then the higher ups learn from these higher ups. Like, I do struggle with reading, so I typically do get my information from like multiple sources, and it's usually from people that I talk to who have read certain books, and then obviously other YouTubers that have taught me a lot, and again my own experience as well, because the more spiritually in touch you get, the more aware you get. And it's crazy because a lot of the things that is true about the universe is so cliche. Like, if you're like, please don't partner me with this person, please don't partner us, please don't partner us, like, and then you get partnered with them, it's like manifestation, for example. That's not what this video is about. This video is about twin flames. And often I come across people, again, with my tarot readings and shit and spiritual shit that I do, people, I've witnessed this 1,000 times, of people thinking that twin flames is always romantic, and I was one of those people. However, I can confidently tell you it is not always a romantic connection, and I wish that's something that more people could know before fully investing, being like, no, this is my person. Because it's like, you will go through that a lot in life where you think, this is my person, but it's like, just because they're your twin flame, or you think they're your twin flame, because that's another thing too. I don't know why my camera keeps zooming in and out like this. We don't know for certain if this is our twin flame or not. Like, sure, you can do like readings and meditations and all of that, but the mind is a really, 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 really tricky thing. Trust me. And again, I say this from my experiences entirely. And the things that I do know. For instance, with twin flames, it's especially complicated because there's a lot more to it than just, you know, really vibing with someone and really like, oh, you get dreams of this like, trust me, I've been through it all. And I'm telling you, as someone who thought this was the person, that was the person, this is the person, because I had dreams and visions and all of these things, or things that I thought were visions, because like I can see the future. However, it's usually for more major life events, especially in my life. And I never know until later on in life if they're really, which ones are real and which are just fears or doubts or hopes and dreams. So like, I'm still learning how to decipher my visions from hopes and dreams and fears and doubts and all of that shit. And it's just like a whole mess. But so trust me when I tell you that if you dream of someone, it doesn't mean that it's supposed to be romantic. Even if they're in your life and you dream of having a romantic connection, please don't hold on to that, because it's kind of like the video that I literally just posted, and that's like literally exactly why I posted it. It's because situations where we try and read too much into something that we don't experience life because we're so invested that it's like, this has to happen, and like, so it really distracts us from actually going out there and creating the life that we're supposed to have. Like, even if you really like someone, yes, there's love spells and all of that, trust me, and meditations, and I've done some of them too, and they have actually worked. I would not recommend though, because it is a line of heartbreak, you know, because even if it does work, it may not be the relationship you were expecting or the connection that you were expecting. It's best to let those things happen naturally. Don't try and manipulate the future, because if you try and manipulate the future, it can get really fucking messy and really fucking depressing. There is, like, so much to learn about destiny and what your true destiny and purpose is. Like, you'll feel it internally, and I promise you it won't have to do with a single person. Like, it's like, my purpose is to help people. You will get that feeling, and it's not going to be towards like, oh, it's having a family with this person. Like, no, your purpose is fulfilled by you and only you. You know, it's not fulfilled by other people. Like, it's you, and you are what makes that come to life. And this is a long ass video. It's better to not know than invest so much in knowing everything, because when you know, like, that this person has to be my twin flame, you're gonna go crazy on those thoughts, and those thoughts will distract you and distract, like, you from actually living your life, creating the life that you actually want. You might think that it's with this person, and again, believe me, I've been through that 100 of times, where I think this person, I give it my all, and it's never that person. And it's like, just, you gotta know your self-worth, you gotta know what you want, and you gotta go after those specific things. Not a specific person, because that is not advised, because you will probably end up disappointed and heartbroken, and then blaming the universe because you're unhappy. That's typically how it works. And, you know, I've been there too, where I've also lacked my belief in spirituality as well, because I'm like, why do bad things happen and stuff like that? And like, I had to really invest in learning those things, and I would start talking about what I just said, because I know a lot of people are curious about it. So I would say, I'm gonna take a minute to write that down. If you haven't seen the video where I'm talking about, like, holding on too tightly to the future, I would definitely recommend doing that, because that is a very, 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 very important lesson. And I already wrote another video idea down, because that's gonna happen too, because that's a frequently asked question. Why some bad things happen to people and happen to us, and, like, not understanding those things really makes you lose faith in spirituality and lose faith in, like, having a good life in the future and all of that. Like, if you're struggling in life right now and you, like, really just want to have a good future and that's all you're asking for, it's really hard to build a life when you're focusing on so many other things, and, like, you're trying to, like, do love spells on someone and stuff like that. It's like, that's not how love works. And I know people have successfully done it, and I almost did as well. I quit though, because I realized that the person had mentioned that, like, they're not in a rush to get into a relationship, and I thought it would be unfair, so I stopped. But yeah, so and love magic and stuff is pretty not recommended. It's kind of linked to darker magic, because that's one of the laws of the universe and laws of magic, is you're not supposed to do love spells, because love spells is like, or anything that forces someone to feel or live a certain way that is not meant to happen, because there again, you are manipulating life. And it's one thing to create your own life, but it's another thing to manipulate it. Manipulation is only going to come with the consequences. I guess the main part of this video is that it's like, twin flames, again, not always romantic, and it's really hard to truly understand who your twin flame is, because just because you have a lot in common with someone and just because you're vibing with someone a lot does not make them your twin flame. And often people are like, this is my twin flame because of that, and it's like, no, 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 no. There are so many other things to put into perspective for that. And like, if you're really vibing with someone, like, it could be a part of your soul family, and technically your twin flame is a part of your soul family. However, there are some that are not, again, supposed to be romantic. So trying to force romance, not only is that, one, not gonna work because of I can't remember what it's called, but like basically one of the twin flames chases the other and then the other one like runs. And I've experienced that plenty of times as well. Again, like, it's not worth stressing over. It's not worth being like, oh, this person has to be my person, and like this twin flame, like we're twin flames and that's that, like nobody else, because it's really only going to hold you back so much in life. And believe me, I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't experience it. So, and for years, I've experienced this, and it honestly makes a person feel like shit. So that's why I made this video, and I like rushed upstairs to do it too, because I was working and I was just kind of like hanging out, and because I can work from home right now, and so I was like, I have to do this video because it just like it's so hard to watch people like get their hopes up and like strictly be so much like, this is my person, because it is so toxic to yourself. It is so dangerous to think like that, because if you truly want to achieve happiness and love in your life, then you cannot pin it to a specific thing or a specific person, because that will create a huge blockage when it comes to your experiences that then build up to your future and your destiny and what you truly want out of life. Because it might not be that person, but you're holding on like hell to that person because you truly believe that. And if it's not true, then you know it could block you for 2 years or 4 years or 5 or your entire life, basically. Like, again, I've been through this, trust me, I know, and I wouldn't be saying it if it were not true, because I want people to live happy lives, and I want people to, you know, feel good. I don't want people to feel the way that I felt growing up because of me like misleading myself with certain things. Like, trust me. And there's a lot more videos to come on this stuff because this stuff is really important. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. If you guys have any other questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I will be posting more videos. I know there's one, like, I'm probably going to edit this one first, honestly. I just think it's more important. So, and that could be just because it's like a really large amount of people that have these kinds of thoughts, and I'm just like, please don't do that to yourself, because it's like you're setting yourself up and it's gonna fucking hurt. Like, you don't want to think this only this person, only this thing, because if you do that, then again, you could be meant to be with someone else, for example, because love is a big thing that people come to me about and are concerned about, and a lot of, like, everyone wants it, right? Obviously. And so they're like, no, it's this person. No, it has to be this person. Like, they're trying to just, like, force it to be a certain person because they're really attracted to them, or they've been in their life forever, or they feel like it's their twin flame, and even though it's not, like, twin flames are not always romantic, and soul family shit is not always romantic either, like, oh, it's a lot. And I do recommend doing your own research as well. Like, I've spent years doing my own research and my own experiencing, and it can get dark, and it can get sad and lonely and depressing and stuff, but trust me, it's worth the journey, and I'm here to talk about things that are not talked about very often when I was watching all of those videos, because it's kind of things that I had to really dig deep to find out and even past that point. So, like, I want to make those kinds of videos, but again, I will still make the other ones that you can pretty much find all over YouTube as well. But yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna go. Bye.